There's a photograph on the mantel that proves I was married. It shows a dress with a skirt like a cloud, and a man whose tuxedo fits him like a secret. There are flowers and a cake, and behind us the hall with its lights arranged in 2 perfect rows, like teeth. I know it is me because the woman in the picture has my mouth, my posture, my way of trying to look calm when I'm afraid I'll cry. I can describe the photograph in exquisite detail. I cannot remember the day. This morning I made coffee and placed the cup in front of the picture to see if the steam would fog the glass. It did not. The woman in the photograph kept smiling, as though she had been told a joke she didn't understand, but wanted to seem polite about my husband. The word feels heavy today. Came in from taking out the trash. He kissed my forehead exactly once. "Big day," he said, and for a second I panicked, thinking I had forgotten an anniversary. But then I saw his eyes, smooth as a lake before the morning wind. It wasn't a question. It was a placeholder. "What did the cake taste like?" I asked. He adjusted his cufflinks. "Perfect," he said. "What song did we dance to?" He smiled. "The right one." I laughed because I didn't know what else to do. The sound came out wrong, too bright in the morning kitchen. I turned on the radio for cover, and Janine's voice filled the room, efficient and warm. "Residents, a friendly reminder. Today is a day for gratitude. Straighten your frames. Water your lawns. Be proud of what you have built." I looked up at the wall. All our frames had shifted an almost invisible degree to the left. I fixed them, and the moment my fingers left the wood, I realized I had fixed them yesterday, too, perhaps every day. I pulled the photo down. The back of the frame was smooth, no dust, like it had been placed there an hour ago by someone wearing careful gloves. I tried to conjure the aisles, the vows, the sensation of someone's hand shaking in mine. There was nothing, as if those memories had been replaced with a list of how weddings should look when described in a brochure. Outside, the sprinklers came on. The water arced like silver ribbon. I could not remember what time our ceremony had begun, or who cried first, or what we whispered before we said words in front of other people. I wanted, all at once, to have a small, sharp failure, cake that slipped in the heat, a stain on the hem, some proof the day had been alive. My mind offered me a picture instead, the perfect dress, the perfect hall, the perfect smiles, a life assembled like a window display. I took a walk. The town felt particularly proud of itself, lawns mown to a single length, curtains pulled just so, a boy practicing a bow on the sidewalk with no audience. I looked into the bakery window and saw a white cake with smooth icing and a ribbon trim. The sign read, "Today's special, yesterday's happiness." I thought I might faint. The baker inside lifted a hand in a slow, well-rounded wave and pointed to the line beneath, smaller, always fresh, always the same. At noon, Janine's reminder came again. "Residents, gratitude is a discipline. When the mind wanders, return to routine. It is a kindness to yourself." I returned to routine. I set 2 plates. I filled 2 glasses. My husband came home at 6 and washed his hands for the exact duration of a song I could not place. We ate what looked like dinner. We discussed what sounded like a day. "Do you remember our vows?" I asked. He smiled. "We said everything we needed to." "What did I promise you?" "To be here," he said. I looked at the photograph on the mantel. Somewhere a clock miscounted. The room grew a little brighter, then a little dimmer, like a lung forgetting its rhythm. After he fell asleep with his hands folded neatly on his chest, I took the photo down again. I stared at the woman in the dress. Her eyes were mine, but she hadn't slept in a long time. I tried to imagine the moment before the picture, someone saying, "Ready?" and the moment after, the mouth releasing the smile. Nothing came. Just the same bright, polite silence Wilbrooke uses when it wishes to be believed. So I wrote this instead, a different kind of photograph. If I cannot remember my wedding, perhaps Wilbrooke can remember it for me. Perhaps that is what the town does, keeps the frames straight and the smiles unbroken and the days trapped in the right order, but it is a dangerous thing to be held that tightly by a place. Tomorrow I will ask Janine if the bakery still makes the ribbon-trimmed cake. I will ask what flavor we chose. I will ask if she cried. I will ask her to tell me anything that will make the picture feel like a day and not a pose. I know what she will say. Everything was perfect.